And a word about one of your old clubs, Real Madrid. Jose's gone.
Yeah.
They were talking about him maybe being one of the most disastrous managers, I think Calderon was saying. Yeah. What do you make of that?
I think a lot of it is a lot of nonsense, to be very honest. I think he has a huge love-hate relationship with a lot of the press and a lot of the people certainly involved with Real Madrid in Spain. And I think Florentino came out and said the right things when he came out and gave everybody the news that he was leaving. I don't think winning the league and getting over 100 points and amassing the goals he scored last year and winning the Copa del Rey. All right, this year he finished second and lost the Copa del Rey final and knocked out in the semi-final. But I don't think this should be considered, you know, as if it was a terrible season. In the eyes of some Real Madrid fans, you know, when you don't lift a trophy or you don't win anything, it's an unsuccessful season. But I think Jose's tenure, I think, has been good.
And of course, it looks like Carlo Ancelotti is the favourite to go there. What will he bring to the Real Madrid?
Well, he'll bring a lot of experience. I think he'll certainly bring a calmer attitude around the ground, around the training ground, certainly with the press. Very well respected, very well liked, Carlo. And, you know, Milan, Chelsea, I mean, his CV is second to none as well, isn't it? So I think, you know, the fact that Real Madrid have tried to, you know, try to get his services on board early on, I think speaks volumes for him, what kind of person they want to attract now.
One of the players over here that's been talked about as a Real Madrid player of the future, whether it's this year, next year or even down the line, is Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
You went out there, you loved your time. Some players haven't had such a success. What would you say to him?
Well, he's 23 at the moment, isn't he? He's still very young. It's a different scenario, I think, for Gareth. He's a new father, I believe. He's 23. He has got time on the side, but it all depends on what he wants to do, doesn't it? It all depends on whether he's comfortable in South London, whether he wants to play abroad, whether he fancies the challenge abroad. I think sooner or later, whether it's this year or next year, because as I said, he's certainly got time on his side, he needs to be playing against the best people in the world. He needs to be testing himself against the best players in the world, because he's arguably one of the best players in the world, certainly on current form. So, you know, if he ever has the opportunity to play for the Real Madrid or the Barcelona, I would never say no to him. But, you know, I think he sooner rather than later, he'll want to be playing in the Champions League. And if Tottenham can't deliver that this year, I think they're going to struggle to hold on to him. Yes, I know they're in the process, I think, of maybe selling Andy Carroll. They may have more finances in the summer period. I expect Brendan Rodgers to invest and invest very well. And they finished 8th last year, the 7th this year with more points. I think Liverpool fans as a whole will expect them to be better next year. Have
you seen a progression though with what Brendan's trying to do there?
Yeah, I have seen a progression. I've just seen they're just very inconsistent, Liverpool, like a lot of the teams in the Premier League are. And as soon as they, you know, knock that out of themselves, if that's the right word, I think they should be fine. They're very difficult to beat. They can play very well against the better sides, the stronger sides in the Barclays Premier League. It's just against teams like, I don't know, an Aston Villa or a Stoke or whatever, they've let themselves down when really they should be beating these type of teams.